Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining me for this meditation. Today we are going to be practicing a gratitude meditation. If you don't know about gratitude, definitely look that up, Google that, AI search that, whatever you're up to these days. It's definitely like the best way to feel at peace, to feel happy, is to practice gratitude. If you live in a country like the US, where it's run on capitalism, every time you watch a commercial, it's basically the message is you're missing something, buy something. And that's just kind of what the structure of society is. And as a result, we do feel that does take like just a little bit of an emotional toll on you and chip away at you until you believe that you're not happy until you buy something outside of yourself, or, get that car, get that dress, get that whatever it is, that water bottle, that the water itself, the whatever. So, our brain is wired to think negatively as a protective strategy, and then two, our whole society is built to convince us that we're not full and complete until we bring something from the outside, we buy it, and then now we are complete. And until for like a moment, until you get that little high and then move on to the next. So I'm just gonna start my timer, that's all. So by practicing gratitude, we're trying to balance that out, because most of us have everything we need. It's not true in all cases, because that it happens. So we're just going to take the time to work that muscle, that gratitude muscle, to take note of things that are going on, that's in our life, the things that we do have, the abilities that we do have, because sometimes we just don't even think to be grateful for it. A good example I have of this is when I was living abroad in China. When they have public holidays, you have to make it up on the weekend. So you have to come into work on the weekend, which I didn't know. Being from the US, I didn't know I should be grateful for my weekends and that they're untouchable. Even in the school system, you don't go to school on a Saturday or Sunday. That's just unheard of. So that's what I mean by like, you don't know until, usually until it's gone. Same thing goes with like health, you don't take enough time usually. And I don't mean you specifically, I mean generally. Don't take any time to just take note of what's functioning, what's working in your body, and what is not. So, well, obviously you take note of what's not, but when it comes to what is going well, we just kind of disregard it. Anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. That's why it's important. So we're going to practice shifting our thinking from I wish I had that or this or blah, 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 to taking stock of what you already have and the abundance that's already in your life, because it's there, I'm sure, if you look at it. So wherever you're at, find a nice, comfortable seated position and start to close your eyes and start to tap into your breath. And in fact, let's take a deep cleansing breath. So breathing in, filling your lungs with air. Once you get to the top, see if you could make a little space. Breathe a little bit more in. And a little bit more in. And now slowly release it. Trying to make your exhale longer than your inhale. Consciously. Now do that 3 more times. Take a big inhale, the biggest inhale you could take. And right when you think you can't take more, take a little more. And exhale it. Challenge yourself, see how long you could sustain your exhale. 2 more times. Go ahead, do it at your own rhythm. Okay, that's really good. Once you're finished with that, let your breath settle. Start to turn in, scanning your body, feeling where you feel your breath in your body, letting go of the morning, the day, whatever you got planned. And also forget about what happened yesterday and just try to be present with your breath. And as you breathe, just feel connected to this moment, feel grounded with every inhale and exhale. You're more present. See if you could be more present and see what does that even mean. Try to do it. Okay. So first we're going to take stock of our life. So go ahead and scan through your brain, scan through your life, and look for something that you're grateful for. Like genuinely grateful for. It could be health related. It can be a relationship. It could be something small that brought you joy. It could be a thought. It could be anything. And just notice also how, where you're at in this practice, how difficult is it for you to find some things to be grateful for? Sometimes it's really a struggle, and sometimes it's not. So where are you at today? And just take a mental note. For each thing that you're grateful for, you push yourself a little bit harder, a little bit further, and ask yourself, get to know yourself a little better by asking, why am I grateful for this? How does this serve me? what value is this bringing to me? And just try that. Sometimes it's really obvious. Something like, I'm grateful that my elbow pain isn't flaring up today. It's useful and you don't feel pain throughout the day. So hopefully you've created a nice long list of things in your life that you're grateful for. And I hope that it was easy for you, that you were able to fill it, and you could keep going on and on. We're going to move on. And now we're going to try to go a little bit deeper. And I want you to go through your experience, your life experience, and bring to mind a challenge or something difficult that has happened in your life. And again, it could be anything interpersonal related, it could be health related, it can be anything that felt difficult for you. And now I encourage you to ask yourself, what did this experience teach me? What lesson could you draw from this experience? It has nothing to do with whether or not you deserved it or whatever other narrative might be spinning in your head. It's just, what did it teach me? What did I gain or learn from this experience? And I also want to know, is there a silver lining or a strength that you discovered from this experience, from this challenge? Because it's in this struggle, in these challenges, where we can find growth, where we can be uncomfortable and learn how to be resilient. We can find a vulnerable place or a weakness, and we can strengthen it. So often, challenges can serve as an opportunity for growth. And so, even if something really awful happened, see if you could find just a glimmer, if best, a glimmer of gratitude towards your obstacle, because it allowed you to grow. It allowed you to become stronger, and it allowed you to create change. Excuse me. So now let's bring our attention to the world around you, the immediate world around you, your surroundings, and take another note of what you're grateful for. Is it a nice day out? Today's here, it's a beautiful day, and I'm grateful that there's no rain. It's not very cold. It could be about your immediate home environment. I'm grateful that it's clean. I'm grateful to have a roof over my head. I'm grateful to sit in a chair. It could be as simple or as intense as you want it to be. Continue building your list. And take notice that feeling grateful for your surrounding environment helps you to feel deeply connected or more deeply connected to the world around us. That gratitude just helps to create a connection. And that connection generally feels good. And let's kind of zoom out that lens. And now start to take note of what you feel grateful for in the world. Or it could be your city. You could start a little smaller. Maybe you did your immediate home. Now you could expand that gratitude towards your city, towards your state, towards your country, and eventually towards the world. So try to hit all those layers. Just ask yourself what you're grateful for on a global scale. It could be something like, I'm grateful for the mountains, I'm grateful for the ocean, for the different animals, or interpersonal related, I'm grateful for healthcare workers or peace efforts or just moments of kindness and creativity and art. And again, notice that there's a connection between feeling grateful and feeling connected. And we did this big list of gratitude in our heads on a global scale, on a personal, closer environmental scale. And now let's bring our attention back inward towards ourselves and bring your awareness back to your breath and sit with it for a couple of minutes and just feel it in your body and see if you can notice any kind of feelings of pleasure that come from breathing. See if you could feel a bit of gratitude towards your breath. And notice that wherever that breath touches, you feel a bit of life. You feel love and growth and connection to yourself by focusing on your breath. And now I want you to start to feel grounded with each exhale. With every inhale, pull in energy from the earth, from whatever surface you're sitting on or laying on. And see if you could pull up a feeling of strength and security. And on your exhales, melt and dissolve that boundary between where you begin and the earth begins. And see if you could play with that. Make it a little fuzzy. Feeling really grounded. Creating a current. So pulling energy up from the earth, let it wash over you and go back down into it. But as you pull energy up, you're pulling up with it strength, stability. You're taking that out of it, much like a plant pulls nutrients out of the soil. You're also pulling things out of the earth. It's depositing, and you let the rest flow back. And when you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and bring a bit of movement back into your body. You can open your eyes and get ready to carry this feeling of gratitude with you throughout the day. And if you feel comfortable, if this really struck a chord with you, then please do share. Share in the comments something you're grateful for. What really hit you that you didn't realize you're grateful for, or you should be, and like it just really struck you during this practice. I would love to hear anything about your experience during this. And with that being said, I am grateful that you joined me in this session. Thank you so much for being here. I sincerely hope you could carry this throughout the day, because I do believe it has ripple effects. So you sitting here listening to this hopefully created a change in your mind to help you feel a little bit lighter, a little bit happier. And I hope you could pass that, pay it forward to the next person, so we're not so stressed. And if it didn't really resonate, or it was kind of a mental struggle for you, or if you were really wiggly today, I felt a little wiggly today, just remember it's a practice, so have patience. You could feel grateful that you even showed up and attempted, because that's how you get better at it, is you got to do it. So thank you for showing up. Thank yourself for showing up and practicing. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. I also put out yoga videos, so be on the lookout for that. I didn't post one yesterday, but hopefully I could get one filmed today and post it for tomorrow. Because the weather's good. Over the weekend it was pretty rainy, so I wasn't able to film. And look out for my shorts also. Give me any kind of feedback about what you might like to see. And also look me up on Instagram, malam.peace, to join my asana challenge. This month of April, we are doing handstand. I'm doing a lot of the box sits, or the L kind of shapes against the wall. I'd love for you to join me there too. So thanks once again for joining, and I'll see you hopefully on Thursday. Bye.